Big three. Yeah, 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 yeah. Big three, come on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Three. Now that's a magic number. Got the homies balling out for the whole damn summer in that 4-point circle with that ghost ball of purple. If you check the roster, got a 3-head monster. Now them killer threes are like killer bees. Start dropping threes like trilogies, like companies, like PIGs. Got them ball hogs hogging that 3-on-3. We got the power to do it BIG. We got Tri-State coached by the DOC, so don't hate on Lisa, Leslie, and Nate. It's Nancy Lieberman, head coach, leading man. We got new teams, we got new schemes. We got bivouacs, aliens, and enemies. And they coached by the glove, commissions the glide. Coached by the oak, coached by the Iceman. No fight 10, had to warn Rick Mahorn. They told Rick Barry half court looks scary, but it ain't. Unless you caught in the paint. On the give and go with ISO Joe. If you wanna bring the fire, it burn you slow. This is Fireball 3 and that's Swaggy P. Cause we taking the summer and displaying the best. It's the Big Three on CBS.
What's good, y'all? Yes, it is another beautiful day in the Seattle Fusion Sound. As you can see, I'm streaming some footage here of the town, and it is looking exactly like this right now. Shout out to my boy Putting the Ass Entertainment. He's got a new cutout called Seattle, Seattle in the summertime. Man, sunny day. That's what it's called. Seattle on the sunny day. It's dope. But definitely, that's what Seattle. Seattle's the most beautiful place you want to be at this time of year. I'm telling you. Yeah, but what I wanted to do right now was just kind of retouch on some news that just went by here so far in this past month, and you know, get ready for August, which is my favorite time of the year. But yeah, we had a lot of things going on. Just a recap of some of the stuff that went on, you know, and you know, just wanted to make sure that everybody's up on it, man. One of them is they announced the new hockey team for Seattle, and they chose two icons from the sports history here in the Northwest. Gary Payton and Shawn Kemp. Man, what a way to impact and introduce the Kraken. It's Kraken in Seattle. That's what I'm talking about. That's the name of the hockey franchise, man. And man, it's definitely, man, it was well overdue, and we deserve it. We deserve it. There's just no way around that, you know. I feel like if Seattle could, you know, build a hockey franchise, then what's next? And I kind of think the handwriting is starting to get on the wall. There is a reason why they chose these two to introduce the Seattle Kraken. Because as you well know, there was a big debate on, and a big what they want to say, a to-do about, you know, having NBA basketball come back to Seattle, which I'm all for, by the way. How can we be one of the major cities in the town and we ain't got a basketball team? Plus, we have a championship under our belts, albeit, yeah, it's a long time ago, but it doesn't matter. That puts us in the history books of the NBA annals. And let's face it, we've had some great teams. These two right here, you know, played against Jordan for the finals, and that's iconic, you know. So how do we not have an NBA representation here in the 206? You know, we wanted to build our own stadium, which I think we were able to do, but a whole bunch of people came out the woodwork talking about, oh, it's going to impact the area. It's going to be a lot of, you know, traffic and a lot of, you know, inconveniences pertaining to our business. And I'm like, stop it. Seattle has the worst traffic already. We know that, okay? But the area that they was talking about building it was down there in the Soda District, which has access to everything, every highway, byway that you could think of to hurry up and funnel traffic out of there. But let's get it. It's not a problem for the Mariners. They built a whole brand new stadium, you know, and they, you know, have games not once, but like 2 or 3. Well, they have games every day. I drive by there every day. I have to. I'm right here. I'm right here. Look. I'm right here. This is where my office is at. I see it. Every day they got games. So if you can deal with that, then why can't we have a season for the NBA players to come in? And I mean, they play 100-something games, okay? They play road games, and the stadium was very well thought out. And I forgot who the guy that was behind the movement, but he's an associate of mine. And I'm like, you know, man, you're taking it out of the taxpayers' hand, so we aren't paying for it. You're paying for it, so what's the beef? And it didn't happen. Now, mind you, I don't know what the issues are pertaining to all that, but it sounds like a bunch of smoke to me, because the Mariners ain't did nothing. In fact, they haven't done anything since Ken Griffey was here. But yet and still, we support those Mariners wholeheartedly. We got streets named after ex-players. All of that. They didn't win no championship. They didn't win the pennant. These two right here, they did a lot of things too. Their names ain't on those streets. And even the players that did play and win the NBA championship, their names ain't nowhere. I kind of have a feeling that there's a slight undertone against NBA players here in the Northwest. I don't know. Just saying. How do we not represent? Look at the Space Needle right there in the background. You see what's on there on that needle? The 12s. That's what's on there. And that's what's representation of the Seahawks and them winning a championship. They're on top of the town still, and that was like over 5 years ago now. But the point being is that they are represented, they are an ongoing franchise, and they're still looking to have more success, which I believe they will. But for whatever reason, we got bamboozled out of the Seahawks a long time ago. I mean, not the Seahawks, excuse me, the Sonics a long time ago. Now, let's think about that. First of all, we know the Sonics originally got their name from the Boeing franchise, and they were building the Sonic, supposedly going to build the supersonic jets that were going to be deployed here in the United States and used to travel across seas and record sound barrier breaking speed. And that was a good handle for the team. It really was. I mean, the supersonics, oh yeah, I get it. But we ran into a bunch of environmentalists, rightfully so, talking about, no, that punches holes in the ozone layer and all. Okay, I get it. It's okay. Yes, I want to protect the ozone layer, but I also want to protect the Sonics NBA franchise team, and they incorporated that name, even though it was behind a symbolism that was never perpetuated here in the Northwest. Eventually, they built the supersonic jet that went across the Atlantic and was limited in the service, and I believe it was to France or something like that, and that was it. And they never pursued it like that anymore, you know? So we got a franchise that was called the Supersonics that's no longer here either, the Seattle Supersonics. But we have these two icons introducing the Kraken. I hope and pray that this means, and the guy that was behind the original Krakens, I need to do some more homework on this, to be honest with you. I want to find out if he's the one that's with this new development of this Kraken team, because they want him to play out of the Coliseum, which is an okay facility, and it has had some upgrades. They're upgrading it now. I know. I drive by there all the time. So, is that what we're gonna do? We're just gonna refunk what we got and you know, give it to the Krakens, the WNBA. Salute and shout out to the WNBA. They've had probably more success than any franchise here in any professional franchise here in the Northwest, and they've got championship banners and all of that. But don't they deserve a state-of-the-art facility? I'm just saying. And if you go by there, if you drive by the Coliseum, which I do, there's no parking. You have to literally walk at least a half a mile to get to the campus, get to the, you know, to the campus and get to the event and whatnot, you know. And, I mean, it's cool, but there's a lot of different designs out there now to where either you're driving underneath, you're driving the side, you're catching shuttles, you're doing the whole thing to get to the event. But whatever it is, it's appealing. And I don't know if we've caught up with those times, with them times yet. We're still stuck. So I pray that what we got here with these two announcing the KRAKEN. Now I have to admit right now, looking at Shawn Kemp's shirt, it's been cracking all right. Shawn Kemp got a couple of restaurants that I got a chance to go to. I've done a couple of interviews with Shawn Kemp, to be honest with you, and he's put on some pounds. And I'm not one to talk about pounds, but I'm just saying, if I was 6'10", I wouldn't be this heavy. Shawn's packing it in there right now. I'm like, okay. But I bet you he can still dunk. I bet you he can. And I'm not talking about donuts either. I know he can still dunk it on somebody. But look at GP with his game face. He got his game face on. He's a little heavier too. It's just what happens with age, You get a little heavier. You're not, running up and down the course as much. But it is what it is. It's so good to see these guys out here. What do you think about the colors, y'all? I like that. I mean, we tend to fall into the Seattle code of uniforms, or uniform codes. They've always got to be entailing this blue and gray, and and it's okay. The only ones that differentiates really, and it's just a major franchise, not a pro franchise, is the Huskies. My alma mater. But I like our our motif that we have, so to speak. The Seahawks, the KRAKEN. Yeah, but the WNBA girls, the Reign, they got some dope uniforms too. I've seen them. I like that. But yeah, I'm about to give me and some family members a KRAKEN uniform, man. I'm about to support them wholeheartedly, man. Just like my guy Shawn and Shawn Kemp and Gary Payton, man. Shout out to those two, man, for making the announcement for us. And let's see what happens, man. Hopefully they'll have more success than those Mariners. If you haven't already, man, please subscribe to the group, man. STARZ Live Urban on Facebook, STARZ Live online on YouTube, and be in the know of what's going on here in the town. And in the town, I mean the town. That's it right there. So, man, with that being said, man, good luck. Can I say it? Go Cracks! Yeah.
Big three. Yeah. Big three. Come on. Yeah. Three. Now that's a magic number. Got the homies balling out for the whole damn summer in that 4-point circle with that ghost ball of purple. If you check the roster, got a 3-head monster. Now them killer threes are like killer bees. Start dropping threes like trilogies, like companies, like PIGs. Got them ball hogs hogging that 3-on-3. We got the power to do it BIG. We got Tri-State coached by the DOC, so don't hate on Lisa, Leslie, and Nate. It's Nancy Lieberman, head coach, leading man. We got new teams, we got new schemes. We got bivouacs, aliens, and enemies. And then coached by the glove, commissions the glide. Coached by the oak, coached by the Iceman. No fight 10, had to warn Rick Mahorn. They told Rick Barry half court looks scary, but it ain't. Unless you caught in the paint. On the give and go with ISO Joe. If you wanna bring the fire, it burn you slow. This is Fireball 3 and that's Swaggy P. Cause we taking the summer and displaying the best. It's the Big 3 on CBS.